Okay guys, so today I'm going to be working on my Jeep Grand Cherokee. It's the 97 year model, and what I'm having problems with is this switch right here. It's the dimmer switch for the cluster panel. It's going out, so I'm going to be either taking it out and tearing it apart and fixing it, or just replacing it, and I'll show y'all how that's done. It's pretty easy. But like with everything, whenever you're working with electronics, obviously always unhook your battery. Now with unhooking your battery, these terminals are 13 millimeter, so just, if you can, get a socket on there. Mine's pretty worn. I need to put new ones on there, so mine's a little pain in the butt. Hopefully you don't let yours get this worn so that it's easier for you to get them off. But let's be honest, if you work on your own cars, most people let them get more worn than this. Ooh. Okay. Tuck that away so that it won't touch any metal. You're good to go. Okay, so now back on the inside, the first thing you gotta do is get your screwdriver out, or some type of pry out, and just get this piece off. It's a pain in the butt without breaking it, especially since it's just plastic. There's As you can tell, I've broken it before right here. It's not fun. There's one there, one right here. Don't know if you can see it yet. And there's one right up in here, which was right here. It's a pain in the butt. Now, I am going to be re-gluing this back together today as well, just because, to try and help it. But, you know, it is what it is. Damn plastic breaks all the time. Now next, you need your Phillips head. Okay guys, so I lied. You gotta take, in order to get to this, there's a bolt down here, right there. You gotta take this off, which is a bolt here. Here, 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 and here. And there's a bolt up here on this model, which you gotta take this off, which there's bolts up here, all across the dash. See those? Then you gotta take this off if you're gonna get this off. And so, I already did it, but obviously it's the same steps as the other one on the other side. Then all this is loose-ish, but this top piece has a bolt here and here and here. Okay? Gotta get those off too. Okay, so as you can tell, I have this upper portion out now, and so there was just one screw right here holding it in, right there, and right there holding it in. I already went ahead and took it out entirely, so I can just pull it out and show you. You gotta kind of wiggle it out anyways. And then there's this little piece right here that holds that little knob right there on, and then it just pulls right out. You don't have a whole lot of room, but as long as you don't break this piece right here, it's super easy. Okay, so now we need to take off these two screws. Let's get my trusty little small screwdrivers out. That one? No, it's that size up. If you have any of these, it's number 1, it looks like. Yes, okay. Oh gosh. Okay, well, looks like I'm going to be using not one of these, but a bigger one. Now a big one. You always have somewhere to put your screws that you can't lose them. I like white sheets of paper on my floor. You hear all that plastic right there? You know, that's what it will sound like. Because it's nice and old, so ain't nobody know what's been going on there. Oh, fun. Okay, so all the connections look good. None of them look burns. That's the first thing you want to look at. Now, don't go touching this with your hands if you can help it. Always either wear gloves or have some form of metal that you can get all of the static electricity off of your hands from first. And be holding that metal prior to touching it. Now, this is looking to be a pain. All you're really needing to do is get this out so that you can get to that slider. The problem is that this motherboard here, it's very delicate, so you don't want to destroy the motherboard. Though you heard cracking, it's not bad. It's not a major problem. The cracking just is the fact that you're taking these screws out from really old plastic. Since it's a 97, that makes it over 23 years old, which is very old for electronics to still be working. I'm amazed I haven't had to replace these before. Oh my gosh. Why the hell? I hate Phillips heads in things like this because of this problem. Slowly but surely, guys, coming out now. So don't mix up these screws when you're putting them back in either, because they might be specific. They don't look specific, but they might be. Who knows? Might have been worth it to buy the $50 part, but you know, who knows? It's always fun to mess around with things, you know. Okay, now. Does it not come off without that? Well, I might break it, but you know, who knows? At this point, gotta try something. Yep. Didn't break it bad enough for it to matter. I can glue some pieces back together, but it looks like at least I can now get this out. Okay, let's see. Okay, so in the last video, y'all obviously noticed that I was trying to take this thing apart. This is actually the new one, because after taking apart the old one and trying to get it to work and everything, I had broken off one of the leads in here, trying to pull that off so that I could better fix it, and I ended up just breaking it. Oh well, it's not that big of a deal. This is a $45 to $80 part off of Rock Auto. That's who I use to get most of my parts. This is just the cheap one because, I mean, my Jeep is my toy. I don't really use it daily as my driver. If I did, then I definitely would not have gone with this brand, but I don't really care. So anyways, let's go put it in. Okay, so first, obviously, you want to make sure that it connects right before you just start screwing shit in. Screwing it in. And yep, it connects right. Okay. Then, now it's in the daytime, so it's going to be hard for y'all to truly see this, but I'm going to at least start the car and play with the light switch, making sure that it all works prior to obviously messing with it. And then again, making sure that lights are actually on. Yeah, I don't know how well y'all see it, but I definitely tell that they're on, and it's not just the reflection. You can see that one on in the light pretty easily, that one, so it's all good. Okay, now I can turn it off and then get to the putting it all back together. Okay, so first with putting them back together, remember one there and one over there, and then this one, I've already done the other two, so this one that needs to be done. Okay, that's tight. And then I would recommend putting the top black piece back on first, and then getting to this bottom piece down here. And then once you're done with that, you're good to go. All right. Well, hopefully that helped, because I looked and there wasn't much information on how to do these. So I decided to do one. And if you're doing any of these clusters over here, it's probably the same thing. You're probably gonna have to fully take off this under piece, which does go all the way across, and get all these tiny little screws out, and there's probably one down there. So yeah, it's just any of the cluster panel there that you'd want to get out. That's probably how you do it. So, yep. Bye.